Hi, everyone. So this is take two. Welcome to my YouTube or my Facebook Live. I'm Diane Evans from stampingwithdiane.com, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here from Kamloops in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube or my Facebook Live. This is part of it's part of my lives that I do on the weekend, doing a card sketch. So this is also, if you are joining me on my YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed down below. Make sure that you like my Facebook page. This we we're on line number 2 because it seems for some reason I wasn't getting the sound on the last one. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Lorraine, does that sound like everything's right? Remember that this is part of a live. So if by any chance you don't like it when I talk with different people, you can watch on a replay and then you can just zip on by all that stuff. So welcome to Saturday. This is card sketch number 208. I went with a very, very simple design today, which was inspired by a card I just received this last week. Ah, perfect. Thank you so much. So I'm going to just go right on down to my page here. This is the card sketch. This is card sketch number 208. This kind of looks a little bit better when I show it to you this way. This is how I put my card sketches together. So very simple. This is the finished card base is 4¼ by 5½. And the layer number 2 is 2 of these at 1 inch by 3¼ and then this piece at 2½ by 3¼ inch. And it's very simple that way. This could be an image or a large circle or something like that. Now I have to tell you, this is where I got the inspiration from my card. And I received this card from my cousin. And I believe that this is the first card that she's ever made. She was the one that I took to Mexico with me. And this was the card that she made for me. So I have it here. So I thought this was really kind of cool. This happened to be the ribbon that I got on with my memory keeping book that Stampin' Up gave us. And she asked if she could have the ribbon to identify with her luggage. And so this is kind of cool that she used the ribbon in the cart. So this is going to go in my memory keeping book. But see how I kind of adapted. I went exactly the same way and did the card sketch. So that was kind of fun. So like I say, I'm going to post Deb's picture up there. So remember that this is part of a live. So hello, Terry and Lorraine and Polly. Oh my goodness, you guys. And Marie, hey, Kath, and Ramona. Yeah, didn't she do a great job on that card? I thought she did a great job. I could tell that it's probably more of, I'm saying it's like a card that's from a metric card because it's taller than that. But anyways, I just sort of adapted it to this. Now today what I'm going to use is I am using the Citrus Blooms bundle from the Mediterranean Blooms suite. And this can be found on page 34 and 35 of the book, the catalog. Now, did this really hit me at first? No, but I have to tell you, it is really, really growing on me. This is actually one that we're using for Your Creativity Awaits for the month of June. Yes, for June. And it's so, I love the navy and that, and this kind of reminds you also of the Mexico sort of type thing. This bundle itself has these beautiful images of oranges and lemons. Well, more oranges, I would imagine, but I actually colored them like lemons, a lemon color. And then these dies, they have this one here, which is like a really neat outline one. We have these two like this. I can't wait to start playing with these a little bit more. And then, of course, the image ones that you can cut out. And then also with this, you can see the designer series paper that's here. And I'm just going to move these out of the way here. And the paper itself is so pretty. It has lemons in it. It has oranges, tangerines, some pretty little flowers on here. Some more lemons, oranges, tangerines, oranges, I guess. And then all the different tiled images on the back. Just absolutely gorgeous. And in our rooms in Mexico, they had an awful lot of this, like not in our rooms, but more in the bathrooms. They had this type of tiling in there. And then to go along with it are these dots, and they are called opal rounds, and they come in a clear, kind of like a lemon lolly and the Night of Navy on there. So we're going to use those as well. But like I say, very, very simple cards. So I'll come in and I'll bring in my stuff that I've got with this. Like I say, we're doing it's simple, but it goes along with this particular one. Good morning, Andrea. Okay, so here is, I'm going to use, this is Daffodil Delight, and it's a regular card base. So it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to use our bone folder and get a really good thing. Oh, I tell you, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. And StreamYard, I think, was part of the big problem that happened on Thursday night. I have the stuff all sitting there, so I'll probably be showing that next weekend. Now, I do have a piece cut at 3 3/4 by 4 inches. That's for the inside of the card. But you can see here, what I've got is these 1 inch by 3 1/4 inch. And all I'm going to do is just go and put that just like that. How simple of a card is that? Just like that. Like I say, couldn't get much simpler, right? Now, the problem is probably going to be putting the card on, getting this lined up. So I'm hoping that this, I'm not going to stick it down quite. And you notice I'm using my seal. Now, I could turn around and use this as well, like this, and that would be very pretty too. But I have a use. I have thought process why I'm going to use this piece, because I want to do an image. I'm just doing that just lightly. See, I can see I need to move that over a bit. So that's why I'm not pushing it down. Let's get it so it's about there. I think what I'll do is, let's see if that's even there. Needs to come down a little bit. You know what would have been really easy is just to cut the one piece, the one full piece like this, and then put it on. So I could have done the navy. I could have put this on the inside part. This is a bit harder to line up, but there we go. That's close enough. Excuse me. So let's just go put that right on there. Now, because I use the seal, I can go ahead now and burnish this, and it's going to be all down there. Then we want to do this like an image here. So I do happen to have this here. And I'm going to come in with my image, and I'm going to pretend it's a lime. Good morning, Mary Lee. So I'm using Memento ink because I'm going to use my blends on here. I just grabbed a scratch piece of paper. Now, normally what I would do is I would cut this out and then I would go and color it. So I'm not going to do that, but I'll tell you the colors I'm using. In this particular designer series paper, it's garden green and old olive. So I'm going to come in with, there's no garden green blend. So if anyone's looking for one of those, they won't be able to find one, that's for sure. So I'm just going to go color my leaf. So I'm just going to saturate the bottom part. So I'll just sort of show you. I'm not going to color the whole thing here for you. I'm going to come in with my dark old olive. And I'm going where Stampin' Up is. I'm taking the easy way out to color this. And of course, our fruit has to go down. But then I'm going to come back in with this light old olive and color over top of it. And what that should do is give me, it gives me those darker images or darker lines where that was. But by doing this, it blends it all together. And then I'm just going to go along here just to get a little bit more shadowing on here. And then for the fruit, I did it with light. Those are my lemon lollies. So I'll just put that over there. And I came in with my light Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to saturate that part there. And then the dark, we're just going to come in here. And where there's that extra shading, we're just going to get, Stampin' Up does that for us. We're just going to come in and color that like that. And it looks, you see the lines. So now what we want to do is we want to go back in with our lighter and just go in the circles and blend that in. You're still going to see the shading with it, but it's making it so that there's no lines on there. So see just how that works. And then these flowers, I'm just going to go in with a light lemon. Oops. That was a dark lemon lolly. I should have really mixed that up, didn't I? So then I'm going to go with the light lemon lolly and just color these flowers. Now do all those flowers. Come in with the dark. Just here, we're just going to do the inside of those flowers. And then we'll go back over with the light. And then you'll see where I've colored all of it. This is the lemon lolly. Yes. We just want to take those lines off of there. So we have it like that. And then I've gone ahead and cut it out. So we have our image here. Now, the other thing that I like to do when I've done an image like this, so I like to come in with the pool party and the light pool party. Find this is a good one to use. And then I'm just going to go in and color around these edges. And this is just going to make the image pop just a bit more. But I always say try to color your, cut your image first and then color, especially if it slides. And mine sometimes slides and I get really upset with it when it does. So that's just going to give us that image on there. So let's just come back in. Marjorie, you're watching on Facebook. You're going to probably have more issues on a Facebook than you do on anything else. So there we have that like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Now, what I want to do is I want to have a sentiment on there. Now, I could go and I could do all the love. I could do you're the best kind of person. I could put that up there. I could also do something else with it. So what I was thinking of doing was I'm going to do this like this. And I'm just going to do a strip with something else. And I think what I might even do, I wish they had, I know there's a certain type of a image that I want to put on here. And it's not going to be that image. I know it won't. So I've got... I've got some Night of Navy. Or maybe we want to do some. Let me just. I'm thinking that I might even do this on yellow. And I might just do a congratulations card. And the reason being is it could be for anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do about a 1/2 inch one here. And this I won't have to emboss. I'm hoping a 1/2 inch. Maybe it's going to have to be a 5/8 of an inch. Let me just go in and change that to 5/8 of an inch. There we go. But I want to put, and I'm thinking of using this wonderful thoughts. Congratulations. My biggest issue now is with the different blocks. I'm going to go here. And now what I can do is I can just go and put congratulations, and I can use Night of Navy. And because of my retreat, I've got things all over the place because I've got a little bit done here, a little bit done there. So I'm just going to put congratulations right here. All right, so then with this like this, then this can just go straight across there. It could go up there too as well. Would that be too far? Yeah. All right. So let's just cut that off. I am thinking what's happening with you, Marjorie, because I've got a booster. It has nothing to do with my Wi-Fi here. It has to do with StreamYard is what's happening with my other issues. StreamYard is trying to fix it that I can go onto my Facebook group. And honestly, it's such a nuisance to go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's just take that like that. And you know what? I'm going to put this right across there. But apparently, StreamYard is competing with other streaming things. And what's happening is that, just going to put this right about there, I'm thinking. And then these dots, they were just here. Here we go. Are right here. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great way to pop it. That's for sure. Now I can turn around and use these opal rounds. I could use the yellow. So let's just check that out. Now, like I say, this is part of, I'm going to use the yellow. What I'm using for Your Creativity Awaits. And then I'm going to use another bigger one. Let's just put that right down there. Now, what would have been even good on this would be a bit of that linen twine. But I think this is all right. It shows you the idea. This, to me, looks like it's a longer card. It isn't, though. I don't know. For some reason, it looks longer. All right. So there's the card. There's my card of inspiration from the card I got from my cousin. And let's see. And there's the card sketch. So don't forget to go ahead and put that into, make sure that you do a card, put it in under the group, and the group is just down here. And then Thanks. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to thank Deb, but I will put this out on the group. I want to show you that. Oh, I forgot to stamp the inside. You know what? I'm just going to use something really, really simple. I'm just going to go straight on down to the bottom again. Just going to take, there's these really neat sort of dots here, and I'm just going to come in with my Night of Navy. Yeah, we really used it. And we're just going to put that right down there. Simple on the inside. And we'll just put that in. Whoops. It's definitely a bright card, isn't it? Thank you. Right, so there's our card. Ah, that was fun. I'm hoping, and I'm going to, I'm just going to say to her, wow, where did you get that from? We were talking about different things that you could do with cards and that sort of stuff. You never know. She says, I'm trying to nab her into stamping. You just never know. All right, you guys, if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Make sure that you do enter into the card sketch. You have to do that on my Facebook group. And then basically what you also need to do is you need to, thanks, Kath. Yeah, and I will be doing a draw in the next week or so. And I should look back. I thought I did my draw for the month of April, but maybe I didn't. I'll have to look back. All right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul. If you do live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Remember, if you have any questions at all, just reach out. All right, you guys, bye for now.